This is Hey Garden Guy Charlie Stocker. Facebook, YouTube, HeyGardenGuy.com. On the website where you can ask questions, and we encourage your questions. In fact, right now, we're doing a series out at the Master Gardener's Display Garden with Kay Haller, one of the chief spokesmen for the Master Gardeners program here in the Evansville area, which has over 400 members. They do so many things behind the scenes in the Evansville tri-state area. We're kind of lifting up some of the things that are being done out here that you can come out and enjoy. It's just east of the Boy Scout office on the Lloyd Expressway. Very easy to get to. Kay, we have a garden. You have a garden, and the garden goes on forever. Besides the display gardens, you've got a vegetable garden. What do you do?
All our food goes to the Tri-State Food Bank. The first year we started, we had 3,000 pounds.
What?
3,000 pounds to go to the Tri-State Food Bank. And because we've incorporated 10 truckloads of compost horse manure every year to improve our soil, we are now up to 10,000 pounds of produce that goes to Tri-State Food Bank every year.
Now, around the corner, we don't have a picture of this, but you have a huge pile of bagged leaves. How do you use those?
When we plant our garden, we always go and incorporate them around the plants, every plant, to keep down the weeds, hold in the moisture, and it really helps the soil. And then time they break down, then you have more compost in your soil.
And that does nothing but just increases the yield and everything.
Correct.
Okay, tell us about the cukes.
Cucumbers are nice to grow. If you like cukes, you can do them on the ground of a variety, or you can grow them on a fence. Like this one here is a little bit taller. 2 cukes to a fence, and you have nice cucumbers. You can grow the ones that are like 12 inches long.
Straight 8.
Yes, or I think one's called Burpees Burpless, which is nice. And you always want to leave the skin on. They have a natural pepsin in there that doesn't cause you to burp.
Really?
So a lot of people peel their cucumbers, which is not what you're supposed to do.
So you go in and pick this every day or so.
We pick 3 days a week.
And it goes into the
Tri-State Food Bank. Yes.
My
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know those are 2 of the mainstays in anyone's vegetable garden, cucumbers and then the tomatoes. Tell us about them.
We do 200 varieties of tomatoes, all different varieties. We try to grow them on the cages.
And I just want to you have every one of them is labeled so you can see how it grows and you can see the type of tomato that it is.
And the production when it may be ready, so you can keep an eye on it if you got squirrels or rabbit that wants to eat them.
But it's not for the person's consumption coming out here.
No, it's for the Tri-State Food
Gotcha,
Bank.
gotcha.
We encourage people not to pick our produce, so
Yeah.
it goes to the hungry and the little kids and the people that are homeless that really need the nourishment and the values.
What have you found with your tomatoes? What are the best varieties here for that you're growing?
We grow a little bit of every variety. I think we switch off every year, and then we've tried tomatillas for the last couple of years if you like to do salsas.
A tomatilla.
Tomatilla.
Let's go look at some of them. Now, in terms of growing tomatoes, what do you find are some do's that really create success for tomatoes?
Really fencing them or caging them. You get them up off the ground.
Caging
you
them?
don't have rot on there, and then you get airflow through your vines. It makes
How are
it a
you
lot
with
nicer.
How are you with mulching?
We really put the mulch on heavy, and
Yeah.
this year we're trying the black plastic and a new irrigation system down the middle of the tomatoes to see how it does, because we do not have irrigation on our vegetable garden.
Now, the tomatillas, of which I don't know how many people are familiar with them.
Yeah, they're really unusual, and they look like, they remind you of a weed way back in the field when you were kids. You want to get rid
That's
of
what
them.
I thought it would be a
But
weed.
This husk will open up, and it has like a funky green little tomato in there, and you do salsas and whatever. It's just really neat.
What kind of taste does it have to it?
I've never tried one plain.
Okay.
I think it's more Mexican taste.
But it
or
makes the
acquired
good
taste.
makes
It makes
the
it
good
good.
pasta.
Yes,
Makes a good
anything.
pasta.
Yes, yes.
Well, folks, that's the vegetable garden, but you've only seen about 1/4 of it. Know that what they do with it, it goes to the Tri-State Food Bank. Some great things that the Master Gardeners are doing out here, just east of the Lloyd, or the Boy Scout office on the Lloyd Expressway. If you want to learn more about gardens, themed gardens, gardens that were here back in the 1850s, this is a great educational experience. I'm here with Kay Haller. This is Hey Garden Guy Charlie Stocker on Facebook, YouTube, HeyGardenGuy.com. Like us. Have a great day.